Getting misgendered is so frustrating because, like, I know what I look like. And I know that I'm not exactly wearing a dress right now, but I'm certainly not serving boy. I have...
I've been at the airport for 30 minutes and I have been misgendered twice. I am in the city of Portland. I mean, these are my airport clothes, okay? But am I looking particularly masculine? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't put mascara on today.
You're just a bigot? You can go.
Well, what makes me a bigot, ma'am? Or sir? I'm not sure. I didn't misgender you, did I?
Oh, now you're fucking misgendering me. Ladylike.
Oh, well, what are you exactly?
None of your fucking business. What are you?
But you said I misgendered you. If I don't know what you are, how can I not misgender you?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If I look a hot mess today, it's because I wasn't supposed to film today. Today is January 1st, 2024. Happy New Year! I was supposed to just relax today in my PJs, maybe watch some Netflix and chill. But you know me, I can't just chill. I'm always working, I'm always looking for new material, and when I see something that stands out, I'm like, I gotta talk about it. So I was on TikTok, the app that keeps on giving when it comes to reaction videos because, oh Lord, it's crazy over there. And I came across a video of I want to say young woman, but I guess I'll say a young they, them. Yeah. And this person was talking about their they-them journey of being non-binary. And if I didn't think this generation was confused before, I know now. They are completely confused, 1000%, because what this person says about their non-binary expression and ideas makes zero sense. But rather than me breaking it down for you, how about we watch it together and then break it down together? Because this creator... oh boy, there's so much there. So I got the video queued up. Let's watch.
This is just a reminder that being non-binary is going to look different for every non-binary person. I'm non-binary, I use they, them pronouns. Do I like being called girl? No. Do I like being called she, her? Not really. Do I want to be called girlfriend? Yes. Do I want to be a mom? Absolutely. But when I'm older, do I want to be a grandpa? Yes. Now, is that a bit confusing? Sure. But it's my gender and I get to decide what's comfortable for me. This is just a reminder that being non-binary is going to look
Let's watch it
different
again.
for every non-binary person. I'm non-binary, I use they, them pronouns. Do I like being called girl? No. Do I like being called she, her? Not really. Do I want to be called girlfriend? Yes. Do I want to be a mom? Absolutely. But when I'm older, do I want to be a grandpa? Yes. Now,
Okay,
is that
pause.
a bit confusing?
Pause. Let's get this straight. You go by they, them because you're non-binary, right? Which means that you do not identify as a female. Which means you don't like female terminology or anything that pertains to the fact that you are a natural-born woman based on your biology. You don't like that. So to disassociate from that, you don't want to be called she, her, or any pronouns that reflects that of a female. Okay, got it. But then you go on to say that you don't want to be called she, her, but if you're dating somebody, you want to be referred to as a girlfriend. And if you have children, you want to be referred to as a mother, which last time I checked were terms that were used exclusively for biological women. So you're okay with those terms when it comes to your womanhood, but not in other terms, right? So can't say she, her, God forbid, but can say girlfriend and mother. But then, if your children have children, don't you dare call me grandma. I'm grandpa. Really? I mean, do we not see the problem here? Do we not see why everyone's confused? Apparently, even the they-thems, they can't even get it together. They can't figure out what the heck they are. So now they're just switching back and forth, back and forth. I'm a girlfriend, I'm a mom, but I'm a they-them, but I'm a grandpa. But then these are also the same people who get upset if, God forbid, in public, you call them a lady, or you say, hey, ma'am, or hey, miss. It's, oh my God. The breakdowns in the car.
I don't understand what is so hard about correcting other people when they misgender others.
I just don't care.
It takes you like 2 seconds.
What a waste of time.
But you know what it takes for me to have to constantly do that?
I'm sure you will tell me.
A lot of fucking unnecessary emotional labor that I already have to take on a daily basis just to fucking exist and be who I am. But you don't have the energy to speak up and say something on my behalf?
Oh, I don't think I have the strength.
And I just have to keep white-knuckling this?
Unfortunately, yes.
I mean, do we not see why nobody takes this really seriously? It's because if you can't even figure out what the heck you are and what terms you want to be used or called on any given day, how do you expect other people to respect that what you're saying is even valid? Like, if you know who and what you are, then you stand on that. But if you're going to go back and forth based on the day, based on how you feel, you can't expect other people to go on that back and forth journey with you. It's just not fair. First of all, it's exhausting. Second of all, nobody has time for that. Sorry. I got real issues going on in my life, and worrying about what your pronoun is on Wednesday at 2 p.m. is not really my concern. It's just not. And when I see stuff like this, when I see videos like this, to me, it's like an SNL skit. It's just like right in your face. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? Who can watch that and take that seriously? And how do you expect people who don't understand the non-binary gender dysphoria perspective, you expect them to understand that? To understand that you want to be called grandpa? But also mother, but also they, them, but also girlfriend. All of those things completely contradict one another. You are a walking contradiction. And yes, I know for a lot of they, thems, they like being contradictions. They enjoy that because of the attention. It's them standing out. It's them saying, I'm not going to conform. I get that. Fine. But with that is also going to come a whole lot of people who are not going to understand you and who are not going to take you seriously. It's like pick an identity and live it. But when you go back and forth like this, all that's showing is that you're really confused about what you are.
Just yesterday, I was talking about myself in third person, and I used she, her pronouns for myself. So confidently, without a doubt in my mind, I said she, her for me. I stopped and was like, that felt weird, didn't feel right, those are not my pronouns. But like, how can I expect other people to get it right all the time when I don't even get it right for myself? I've been using they, them pronouns for 2 years and I still misgender myself.
And I question, do you even really have gender dysphoria? Or are you just someone who wants attention? Somebody who wants to figure out their confused life, and as they're figuring it out, how about I just play around with words and pronouns and identities? And you better respect it. It's crazy to me. And I got curious about this creator because I had never seen their work before. So I was like, you know what? Let me go through their TikTok and see some other videos. And they were quite... Here are just some of what I saw from this creator's work regarding gender.
I'm a girl in the way a tomato is a fruit. Like, yeah, but you don't need to say it.
As a non-binary person, when I go out in public, 9 times out of 10, I will get misgendered, and a stranger, a complete stranger, will misgender me. They'll call me girl, they'll call me miss, they'll use she, her for me, like whatever it may be, I'll get misgendered. And the person that I'm with will look at me and go, I'm so sorry that they just called you girl, like you're not a girl, I'm so sorry that that just happened to you. And it's like the cutest thing in the world because I can't stick up for myself, but I'm surrounding myself with people who will stick up for me, and it's just so cute. You know that trend going around where you look at your partner and you say, name a woman, and then they're supposed to say your name, but if they don't, then you're like, what the fuck, I'm a woman. I want to do this trend, but the issue is that I'm not a woman. People keep asking me what I want for Christmas, and honestly, all I want is a chest that I can Velcro on and off, because honestly, there are days like today where I wear a cute little fit, I think this fit is good, but the chest is just ruining the vibe. And recently I've been really struggling with the fact of, do I want top surgery? Because there are days like today where I'm like, if I had top surgery, this would be solved. And yes, I could put on a binder or I could tape my chest, but one, I'm incredibly lazy today, and also I've been dealing with some chest congestion and a cough, and I don't think that binding today is the healthiest way and safest way for me to go about my day. But like, how amazing would it be if trans and non-binary people and even cisgendered people had the option to just Velcro on and off their chest whenever they please? Because today's outfit, it's just not working, and I'm having some chest dysphoria, but like, binding isn't really an option today, top surgery is not an option today, but I also some days love my chest, and I'm just like, oh my god, why isn't there an option where I can just be like, depending on the day, you know? Like, it's 2023, about to be 2024, and you're telling me that no one has invented a Velcro chest before? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a theater kid, I know nothing about science and health and inventions and all of that things. I know it would be difficult, but like, it could be life-changing, and you might make a lot of money from it, to be honest. So if you like know anybody that's like smart and can do that, like, get on it. Trans, non-binary people, cisgender people, like anyone, it would save lives.
I don't know about you, but I see a very confused person. And I think that this person represents so much of what is wrong with Gen Z today. See, they've been told while growing up that you can be whatever you want to be. And they took that literal. They literally were like, oh, okay, great. So on any given day, I can change what I want to be, right? That's how it works. And for some reason, nobody corrected them. And now you have this influx of kids who are completely delusional and confused and don't know who and what they are. And as they're figuring it out, they're expecting everyone else in society to have grace on them and to go on this journey with them. I mean, you saw them in the clip talk about their breast and how, like, you know, I wish I could just like Velcro it off and just take it off and then put it back on because, you know, I think I do want breasts, but then I don't want breasts. And to me, that's somebody who, yes, is dealing with some major body image issues. But what's sad about it is that there are doctors out there that will listen to that and only hear I want to take them off and will insist and encourage kids, I'm talking about younger than 18, to have top surgery, to have a mastectomy. And there have been stories of young women who have had doctors like this, those gender affirming doctors, who end up cutting off their breast and then regretting it years later because, oh my God, what did I do? I made a mistake. I was confused back then and I didn't like my body back then, and I interpreted that as maybe I should be a boy, maybe I hate my female body, but then I grew out of that and I realized that I was wrong and now I have no breast. Like, do we realize that it's okay to be confused? It's okay to not like your body. It's okay to be uncomfortable in your own skin. That's normal. Most people go through that. But the sad thing is that in today's society, if you have those normal feelings, it gets interpreted as change it for good, fix it for good, go have surgery, go change yourself, go along on this confused journey and find yourself at 13. Like, what is going on? Think back to what you were like when you were 13 and 14 years old. Did you like your body? Did you like every aspect of yourself? Were you confused at any point in time? Or did you know exactly who and what you were? Most kids are confused. Most kids don't like themselves. Most kids are uncomfortable. The problem is most kids in our era and before my era as well weren't affirmed and socially pushed to change their gender, to feel comfortable, to be different. It's like nowadays, identifying as the sex that you were born as is boring. It's boring. Who cares? Bland. Blah. I want to be different. And so you have these kids that want so badly to stand out, that want so badly to be different, that are adopting these ideologies of actual people with gender dysphoria, and they're taking on those traits for themselves and saying, I want to be that too. That's different. I don't feel comfortable with myself. Yeah, sure. I'll take that on. Yeah, sure. I'll do it too. And they end up living years and years and years filled with confusion, filled with who the heck am I and what am I? And why do I hate my body so much? And what should I call myself? Grandma or grandpa? like it just trickles over to every aspect and every stage of your life if it's not checked appropriately when it should be checked in childhood. But now we're telling kids, hey, your imagination is yours to take. If you think you are that thing, then you are that thing. We will call you that thing. We will treat you as that thing, and you can live your life as that thing until it no longer works. And you've been on hormones for 6-7 years, completely destroyed your body, can't have kids, now you're infertile, and you have a deformed body. But hey, you got to live life. Like, at what point are we going to say that that person's thoughts and mindset of confusion is what is so prevalent right now in young kids' minds, and it is affecting them in the worst possible way? And this person, by the way, is an influencer, okay? This person has, let's go back to their page. They have 463,000 followers on TikTok with 21.2 million likes in total and 976 videos. So, and most of their videos has everything to do with their non-binary, confused perspective of life. So this is what they post on a daily. Now we know that TikTok is filled with kids scrolling. So I think it's safe to say that there probably are kids that are watching that may be confused, that may not know what and who they are, that are coming across this content creator's stuff, and it's all about being non-binary and being confused. And imagine the impact. Imagine the impact that that's going to have on a person who is already confused, that now is listening to this and taking this in, and is infiltrating their mind, their thoughts, their ideas about themselves. I mean, the influence is real. And that's what makes it so scary. And that's why people like myself speak out about this, because it's not just a fringe group in some corner in the world talking about this. It's a fringe group in the corner of the world, less than 1% of the population, talking about it on a very large platform, influencing millions of kids, confusing millions of kids. That's why we're talking about it, because it is impacting the next generation. And it is so sad to see, because we're going to have a generation in 20 years from now of a lot of deformed people, confused people, hurt people, and angry people. Because when they were 13 or 14 years old, they had really bad parents who told them, go ahead, take your breast off if it makes you feel better. Because nobody sat them down and said, no, biology is real. And this is exactly what and who you are. Whether you like it or not, your biology is not going to change. And having surgery and getting on hormones at young ages will affect your life. Will affect your life in adulthood. Nobody's saying that. These kids are walking through life thinking that they are untouchable. As most kids do. We all did it, right? We thought we knew the world. Can't tell me what to do. But our parents knew better. Which is why, in our generation, our parents protected us. This generation is a free-for-all. And it's sad. And having parents that don't know how to parent is going to breed people like what we just saw. A confused person who is a they, them, but a girlfriend, a mom, but also a grandpa. Anyway, you guys, I'm sorry to start the new year off on this note with unwashed, nasty hair. But I just had to start day 1 of 2024 addressing this nonsense because I was really hoping that we wouldn't take what was in 2023 into this new year. But apparently, I still gotta talk about it because it is that prevalent. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this video. Were you as confused as I was with this person's perspective on their identity? Or did you get it? And if you got it, please let me know because I'm confused. Grandpa, woman, they, them, girlfriend, don't call me she. I'm confused. If you enjoy my content, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit my notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video. I am available on all social media platforms under CurlyBoyChuck, including Twitter, known as X, Instagram, and on TikTok. Until next time, peace.